Hello Aquarius, and welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. This is going to be your reading for October 2024. Today I'll be pulling a Celtic cross placement, and then at the end we'll pull an oracle card for the Aquarian overall energy and what's going on with Aquarius in general at this time. Do be sure to check the links below in the description for how to connect with me and booking a reading. I'm not going to go over all of that again today. You can also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node reading placements for additional context and texture. Blaze is with me today, but he's over on the couch because I got a little bit different background. And if you'll join me in celebrating our lovely Libras, I've got Hello Kitty Lady Justice Libra on my shirt here to celebrate those birthdays here in Libra season at the time of this recording. So, fellow air signs, happy birthday to our Libras. Aquarius, wow, your energy. Whew. As I was preparing for your reading, I was feeling quite emotional, so I want to see what's going on here. You're kicking it off with your current energy being the Chariot, and then challenging that energy is the Knight of Pentacles. You may be trying to go fast, Aquarius, but something is slowing you down here with this Knight of Pentacles. We're going to do some clarifications to figure out what it is, but you have the Chariot, which is a faster moving forward controlled momentum, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is slower and strategic, crossing that energy. So offering a bit of a challenge for you there. In your needed focus, you get the Knight of Wands, and that's very interesting because that would be the energy of moving forward very passionately, connected to the element of fire. So firing something up or getting fired up about something. We'll have to look into what that is. In your past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is really interesting because there was another sign that got this. I can't remember who it was, but this is the energy of leaving behind the belief that you have to work super hard, you have to work your fingers to the bone to make things happen. I don't know if this was a belief passed down in your family, something that you dealt with in a past life. Definitely not really connected to Aquarian energy, which is more freedom focused and more free flowing. In your future, you have the Tower coming in. Now, this is really interesting. Some towers can be good, so I do want to hold space for that. We will get clarifiers. Most towers are something kind of shocking that happens, kind of like feeling like you have the rug pulled out from under you kind of feeling, and something breaking down. But remember, when things break down, it's so they can be built up again, new, fresh, different, in a more evolved way. In your power position, in your embodiment, you get the Lovers. This is a really nice energy of you loving yourself. So you have self-love. You have the energy of partnership love embodied within you. You have a nice balance of your own positive and negative charges within your masculine and feminine energies, your right and left brain. This is looking really good as far as you being embodied in that energy. In your allies and support, you get the Emperor. Someone or something very stable and strong is supporting you at this time. It could be a partner, could be a masculine energy, a father energy of some sort, but you're getting a lot of support from that character, and we will get clarifiers, of course. In your environment, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords has been coming up a lot. I actually see King of Swords as the king of the air sign energies here. And this is about communication. So you may have a lot of active communication going on with someone. Could be this partner, love relationship, father energy, whatever is going on here. Lots of communication. There are some things that you are keeping closer to the vest, meaning you're not really letting on about certain things, and that's your business. Some things you might want to keep more private until you feel the energy open up for a later time. In your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Cups. This is maybe a little bit of a fear of being hurt or heartbroken or just feeling sad, maybe missing something from the past or a person from the past. Could even be an energy of grief and maybe your hope to overcome that. And then in your potential outcome, you get the Page of Swords. This is a new, fresh way of thinking about something or approaching something or communicating about something. So, Aquarius, let's get into the nitty-gritty. I used the Tarot de la Nuit, and this is the Spoopy Tarot, kind of like a cross between Spooky and Snoopy, and it's fun, like little Halloween characters in the tarot. So, let's clarify this Chariot for you here, Aquarius. Ooh, you get the King of Cups and the Five of Wands. I actually, you know, I'm just going to say this to you, and I'll probably say it to my Aquarians on TikTok too, because I had a couple of my Aquarius videos really get a lot of feedback and attention. And I think with the energies that we have right now of Pluto being in Capricorn and getting ready to transition for a longer leg of its journey in Aquarius, a lot of people forget about Aquarius. It's been so hard on Capricorn. It's been so hard on Cancer, Libra, Aries, all these other signs. We forget what we're stepping into here, and yet our Aquarian friends, our Aquarian family, I'm an Aquarius rising, these energies hold the knowledge and wisdom of the next phase of our evolution. And it looks to me like in your current situation, you have an awareness of this, your heart is open to it, you're moving toward it. You do understand that not everybody is ready for this cycle change, and so you are aware of the conflict that it can cause people. There may even be somebody close to you that is struggling, but for you to open your heart and be embracing and illuminating these energies, we are really still shifting into the age of Aquarius, and this is so important for those of us with those energies in our chart to not let the other noise about how hard it is for everyone else in the cycle changing. It's time for Aquarians to celebrate. I don't think you've had it the easiest. I think there have been challenges here because you were already in alignment with this energy, but a lot of people are resisting the energy, right? And so it can be very frustrating at times, and you may have that conflict going on within you with people around you at times. Let's look at this Knight of Pentacles. It could make you feel like, oh gosh, this is so slow going. Why don't people get it? Why don't they open up to these beautiful energies that only Aquarius can offer? To clarify the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. See, and then in your own beautiful way, you do understand why it's tough. For some people, you do understand it's as if you're floating above the forest and you can see the forest through the trees. You're really looking at the bigger picture here. It's challenging for you because you feel the slowdown when you would rather have a bit more momentum into this new energy. You would rather be moving in it maybe at a more rapid pace. But you do have the Knight of Cups here, which shows me you are trying to love the energies and the situation for what it is right now. Instead of trying to force it into something, you're trying to open your heart to the challenge, and the challenge of holding your own energies in a world that is resisting the energies, right? And the Aquarian magic, you know, you're connected to the Star card. I haven't seen that yet, but it might come out. You're connected to the Star, and that is really important because that is about keeping sight of our dreams, of our wishes, of the highest potential for humans in evolution. So it's very interesting that you yourself, with the Aquarius placements that you have, are actually having your own, you're having a personal experience with this as the collective is having an experience with this as well. You've got a really good field of vision on this though, really good sight. I know you see the challenges, I know you see the lack and the conflict, but you're putting nothing but love toward it, which is beautiful. Clarifying this Knight of Wands in your needed focus, that's where the fire comes in. You get the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy. A full, open-hearted energy moving you forward in a very propelling kind of way. So it almost feels like your heart's on fire, Aquarius, and you're getting ready to take off. The Chariot is also connected to Cancerian energies, which are very nurturing. So I think that's a very lovely energy to bring into your focus too. So opening your heart to yourself, to others, to the world, no matter the conflict that might be going on in the collective or even in your own personal life with other people. It's about filling your cup. It's about opening your heart and moving forward passionately. And it kind of feels to me like, I keep wanting to say propel like a rocket. And that's your energy that's going to be taking off if it hasn't already. Let's look at this past energy of the Eight of Pentacles, that more hard-working to the point of exhaustion kind of energy. The Ten of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Aquarius, you've been putting, we're going to run out of cups here. You've been putting a lot of love toward things. So in the past, I see you really overcoming the mentality of, you know, and it's not, here's the thing about hard work. It's not that we don't work hard. It's that we work actively towards our passions. No one is meant to work so hard that they're so exhausted, that they're so tired, that they're, you know, they've worked their fingers to the bone, that they're utterly exhausted, that they don't have time for family, that they don't have time for friends, they don't have time for themselves. You know this inherently. You had the King of Cups come up in your current energy. We have the Queen of Cups in the past. I think this is an evolution of your own self-love towards yourself and possibly even toward humanity here, bringing the Ten of Cups into a fulfilling space. You have put love toward that old belief, meaning that it makes it easier to let it go, because when we resist things, they tend to persist. So you've done a beautiful, beautiful job of putting loving energies toward even things that don't align with you, with the understanding of that bigger picture. You're really, really aware of that here. I'm really curious as to what this Tower is in your future. I need to take a deep breath here. Whew, what is this Tower for Aquarius, please? The Fool and the Queen of Wands. Whew, there's more of that rocket fuel there. You know what this Tower feels like to me? It's kind of an image of where it's kind of an aftermath kind of tower, where the devastation and the damage has maybe already happened. Maybe there was like a fire. And you have the Queen of Wands here, which is a fiery card. I think you have a bit of fear of leaving people behind as you move into new energies. This could be affecting you very personally. Like you're afraid to move on because you would be leaving certain people behind who aren't aligned with these passionate energies of living the life we desire, of having healthy boundaries, healthy relationships. And there may be a bit of survivor guilt that crosses your path here with that particular Tower. This is coming up in the future position. So if that's something you can kind of put your finger on now and resonate with, you could definitely work on transforming. The Queen of Wands, she gives me a very like cat-like Leonian, proud, like Sekhmet, the Egyptian, you know, black cat. Like I'm getting a lot of beautiful energy there that you might be able to put toward that. And I think it's about you and your own leadership within. And if you can find a way to express that leadership outwardly, just know that that will pave the way or propel other people along the path. It will give them that opportunity to take up that sword or that wand or whatever it is that you leave as an indicator. But you must move. I mean, I do feel like you must move regardless of what everybody else is doing. Aquarius has to follow the beat of their own drum. For the lovers, you get the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. Wonderful, beautiful. This is in, remember, your place of empowerment and embodiment. So you have really been working on building this masculine feminine balance. You've been really working on perhaps manifesting partnership within your life. You've been doing so in a very grounded way. The 9 of Pentacles is about building towards something. The 10 of Pentacles is finding fulfillment toward what you've actually built, right? So there's these beautiful energies that are extremely grounded. They're extremely like anchored for you and looking really good when it comes to partnerships. Now, it could be romantic, but think about business partnerships or think about friendships, just an enriching of all your relationships. Although for some of you here, it's looking pretty juicy, like masculine and feminine coming together if they haven't already. Let's look at this Emperor in your allies and support here. What's he got going on? The 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Aquarius, this is your intuition speaking up as your greatest ally and support, letting you know. So let's say you're feminine Aquarius. I am seeing the Emperor here. Roles can be reversed as far as like you could be the masculine and then the feminine. But this is about a knowing and an understanding that if something doesn't feel quite right to you, even though you might be sad to let it go, and to let it reshape itself as it's meant to be. And you might be sad to leave it behind and walk away from it. You are showing me that you have the fortitude, the strength, and the determination to do that no matter what. And that right now is your greatest ally. So with these beautiful balanced energies of the masculine and feminine that you have within yourself, very grounded, very, very anchored, you are absolutely willing to hold that in such a sacred manner and have the proper boundaries around that you will let something go, even if it looks quite nice and stable. If your intuition tells you otherwise, you are going to trust that and you are going to follow that. You're not going to settle, okay, for anything that doesn't feel like the embodied love that you've created for yourself. If it's not a match, you will move along. And I think that's a beautiful way to support yourself. Actually, a lot of people have trouble doing that. This is the energy of you see a red flag and you say, it's been nice knowing you, but I'm out of here, right? All right, for the environment, that King of Swords, so this communication knowledge, you get the Lovers and the 3 of Swords. Again, this is an energy of you having developed a certain stability and fortitude within yourself. There's a lot of strength that's coming through here too. I don't see the Strength card right here, but it feels strong to me, where you are no longer going to allow yourself to be haunted with the decision that you should have made that aligned with your intuition that you didn't. You're not doing that anymore. You may be faced with a challenge right now of like maybe breaking something off with someone because you know it's not quite right, or you're setting a boundary and it, you know, in the past you would believe, oh, well, I can't set that because I'll hurt somebody's feelings. But this is really about you preserving your feelings and upholding the integrity of the relationship here. You may be dealing with something like that right about now. Or you're working on healing certain aspects of that. I think that's why when I saw the communication, when I first looked at this card, I could tell you were holding some things back. And that's okay, because you need time and you need the space to really check in with your discernment, with your intuition, and be able to navigate a course forward in a proper manner. You don't want to leave any intuitive hits unaddressed. And that's really good, because a lot of people do. For the 4 of Cups in the hopes and fears, it's clarified by the High Priestess and the Judgment card. So remember I said this is the fear of like just maybe some survivor guilt and feeling sad. And listen, if you're listening to my channel, whether you know it or not, you're an old soul. This isn't your first ride on the apple cart, okay? And you have been journeying probably with me and with others around you on this earth, possibly in other star systems. You've been traveling around for a long time and you've gained a hell of a lot of wisdom, but you've also made a hell of a lot of mistakes. And there's a lot of experience and a lot of mistakes and failures that are being presented here in your hopes and fears. Your hope, of course, is that you won't make the same mistakes again, and you probably won't, right? Because you have learned, you have the Judgment card here. That's a card of atonement and forgiveness, right? But you might make new mistakes, and that's okay too, because we're here on the human journey. So this is about getting clear on that, about really maybe spending some time feeling sad about all of the epic epochs and eras being left behind as you move into this age of Aquarius here, where you have chosen to have this Aquarian energy run through you and experience it in this deep and profound way. And so I think it's beautiful. We have the High Priestess in the Judgment card. That's a big reflection of our fears and our hopes and getting real clear on that. But with the work you've been doing here to balance out your own energies, like I said, masculine, feminine, right and left brain, positive, negative, things coming into 0 point, coming into that balanced place, this is really positive energy for that. The High Priestess holds the key to the Garden of Eden, and to be able to always focus on her wisdom within yourself is so important. Being able to forgive yourself, being able to actually overcome the survivor guilt, looking at the forest through the trees, knowing that everybody has their own experience and must go on their own path, even if it leads to a dead end, a cul-de-sac, a quagmire, wherever they must go, they must go. It's part of their soul's journey. And so being with that sadness a little bit. And it's really interesting because I mentioned, I was getting emotional before your reading, like I did want to cry, and I didn't know why I wanted to cry. And I was already tuning into your energy, and it's that Aquarius cares so much about humanity. They want everyone to come forward with them. So when they see portions of the collective, going down a dead end, it's hard. And it's even worse when it's somebody that's close to them. So if you're dealing with somebody close to you that you've had to leave behind, or you've had to leave, a whole chunk of ancestral belief systems or something like that, this is major work you're doing. Let's look at the potential outcome with the Page of Swords. Ooh, the Tower and the Two of Swords. Now, Aquarius, this does not, at the surface, this doesn't look like great energy. The Two of Swords, confusion, not knowing which direction to go, can also be looked at as a pause, as a going into, from the mind to the heart space. In the traditional tarot, the character is usually like blindfolded and they're crossed with two swords at their heart space here. But this could also be your dance with the universe, your agreement with the universe here. And this could be how you're being perceived. I actually see this potential outcome with you, Aquarius, being the Tower. And why would that be? Why would you be the Tower? Why would you be shaking things up and breaking things down? Why? Well, because we are moving deeper and deeper into the age of Aquarius. We have Pluto getting ready to go into Aquarius for a while, right? From Capricorn, and huge cycles are shifting and changing. I can feel it in my heart, and I can feel the tension, and I know you can feel the tension as well, but you must be yourself. That's what this outcome is showing here. You must be yourself, even if you don't know how you're going to express that or exactly all the details about it. That Page of Swords does not have all the answers. But in your environment, you're already working with the King of Swords energy. And so you don't have to know, because you will trust that you will know when you get to that place. As you take each step, more will be revealed, and that Page of Swords is trusting that. Okay? You want to make sure you're looking at the right things. You want to make sure your energy is focused on the right things. I think that will help you be more comfortable with who you are and being who you are. Remember I said the character with the Two of Swords was blindfolded. With you not knowing exactly how everything's going to fall into place, this is actually the Aquarian energy where we look at the star and we trust. We make our wish and we trust that We may not be able to see how that wish will get fulfilled down at ground level, but as we put each foot forward, it will become revealed, and we know we are moving that direction. And we know as Aquarians, and with this Aquarius energy, that a time is now, the time is now for us to lead in this, for us to lead with this humanitarian energy. And it's not going to be like it has been in the past. It's going to be a whole different thing. So of course you're not going to know what it looks like. It's being co-created as we speak, right? But I feel like here you are the tower. And rightfully so, you should be in this case. And it feels like a good tower. It's groundbreaking. Aquarius, let's get you a card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle to close off your reading today. Aquarius, you got miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. The Sacred Traveler would like you to know what is expected tends to be realized. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish them when they appear, no matter how small they may seem. What others see as ordinary, the Sacred Traveler sees as wondrous. Look at your life in a new way. Let go of fear and expectations and allow the Creator to solve your challenges in mysterious and wondrous ways. Don't limit the way you think miracles can appear in your life. All is well. And that goes right along with what I saw in your reading with trusting that you will know as you take each step. You may not know all the details right now, but you don't need to, because your strength is looking at the forest through the trees. Your strength is guiding humanity to a whole new evolved place with the Aquarian energies. This is a very forward-moving, forward-thinking, forward-feeling energy. So really all you have to do is put your eye on that wish and that star, come back down to Earth side here, and move forward knowing that that's where you're headed. And miracles will unfold due to the steps you take. Aquarius, thank you so much for joining. What a beautiful reading. I can't wait to see you next time.